Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. Back in Raggy's tap room, the home of beer reviews. And I've even got me a Raggy's beer review jumper on that the wife bought me last Christmas. About the second time I've ever worn it, to be fair. But I've come down here and I ain't got a jumper on. Bloody freezing. So today's beer review, even though the actual Advent calendar's it's wrecked. Yeah, I kind of moved it around and then the shelves moved around and yeah. And then the front fell off, and yeah, these things happen. So, here's today's beer from the Advent Calendar. From New Zealand, Urbanaut, Delmar, Pink Grapefruit Hazy IPA. Blast off on a tropical wave of electric haze. This beer is sweet, hot and juicy. A daydream sipper with notes of fresh cut citrus and pine and a lush squeeze of pink grapefruit juice to keep your head in the clouds. It is let me get the odor. I can't just read that. 6% ABV. So weather's a bit warmer, hence back down the beer room because the house is still taking a bit of a while to warm up. I think it's, you know, when it gets really cold, and because you've not got your heating on as much as you normally do, and I have to watch the family because they're a little bit overzealous with it, and it's all right, but at the end of the day, we've got to pay for it. Get a bloody jumper on, that's all I can say. So, slight hazy pour there. Looks like a golden orange pour, really. A couple of centimetres of white head. Smelling very tropical. Certainly a touch of grapefruit on there. Certainly a touch of pine as well. Cheers all. Just done a load of good work today at work, and I must say, sowed the seeds for next year rather nicely. I've just mowed literally close to 2 acres of woodland. I wonder where that noise is coming. Yeah, just mowed close to 2 acres of woodland. And yeah, it's now the bulbs can come through, and mowed the weeds, the leaves, mulched the leaves, twigs, got rid of big logs and, you know, bigger branches that you can't mow. But yeah, should be great for the long run. Keeps going off out there. Keep hearing the noise outside. So, hope everyone's well. Literally, Christmas is on the doorstep now, and tonight we're going to sit in the front room. We've got the front room ready for Christmas. We're going to sit in the front room, and we're actually going to have a breathe. We're actually going to watch some Christmas films because we've done no Christmas stuff. And you know, sometimes you need a bit of Christmas in your life, and that's where we're going through today. Certainly want to get back into the Christmas spirit. I've had no Christmas spirit this year, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling worn down by the world and all the stuff that goes off in the world, and annoyances that are in the world, you know. And I need to keep me careful what I say on that, because there are annoyances quite close to home. But what I will say is, at this time of the year, people working certainly in retail and hospitality, it's that time of the year. I don't know what's going off outside. Yeah, it's that time of the year when a little gratitude goes a long way. You know, people make a lot of money off their employees. Not everyone, no, granted, but companies do. And when you see certain people being treated better, it needles you. And I've seen this knitting in just about every job I've ever worked in, and it really does wind you up. And in all jobs, how you treated, that you remember, and then all of a sudden when you fancy jumping ship, you jump ship with no thoughts about what you left behind. I mean, sometimes it doesn't go right, sometimes you can drop a bollock, but in the grand scheme of things, good colleagues are lost because of the fact that they're just not shown appreciation. So yeah, nice New Zealand beer. Not sure how I'm going to go next year with Advent calendars. I'm looking to toss it up a bit next year, and I may even do 24 Belgian beers, or just do a European Advent calendar, or I may just buy the beers, get the wife to mix them up, and get her. And this is probably where I'm going to go, and get my wife to just mix them all up, and or wrap them up, put a number one on, and do that, and go on. We'll see how it all pans. But certainly a taste of the tropics, taste of New Zealand. I'd rather be in New Zealand now than where we are. Damn sight warmer. It's certainly not a strange part of the world as we're in at the moment, So, plenty of beers to keep me going after Christmas. I am going to do some more reviews. Beer kits. If you've already watched the St. Peter's, you'll have known that it's so far so good. The secondary fermentation's got to happen. I do see a Christmas Eve review of that. It should have secondary fermented by Christmas Eve. Literally 5 days in the warmest place in the house. Like 20 degrees in there, so it's usually about 20 degrees. So it's a good warm place to put the beer, and that's where I'll be doing my brewing this winter. Unsure whether I'm going to do a grain brew or not, because 6 hours of prattling about doing a grain brew. I know that grain brew is the way I want to go, and my wife bought me the kit, but it's just the fact that the winter months, your consumption of electric and gas is so high that I'm concerned that trying to keep it down. So it may be the case that I don't grain brew until next year, and just go down but grain brewing's a hell of a lot cheaper. Depends how much you pay on electric though, doesn't it? Yeah. I mean, how much does a grain brew cost? 5 hours of prattling about. I can see where grain brew's great, but I can also see, 5 hours. I can 20 minutes, and I've done a brew in 20 minutes, and I can go off. I've got the rest of the day to myself. I mean, electricity bill's a lot easier. Yeah. I will get into it more. I'm unsure at the moment. I think the easy route is certainly more. I'm looking at that more at the moment. I suppose we'll see where we go with that. Yeah, we'll see how we go. So yeah, enjoying this, as you can see. Urbanaut. I have reviewed this before, mind you, so it's not new to me. Reviewed it in the, I think it was in the summer, to be fair. That's another taste of New Zealand. Oh, and after a long day mowing, it's nice. It's nice to have a drink and a chill and look forward to Christmas. You know, it's the time of the year that in the calendar that we, you know, for most of us anyway, that we look forward to massively. And the time off. If you're in a job where you do get decent time off. Obviously, some jobs you don't. Retail for certain. For retail, it's all about the run into Christmas. And bogger me, it's all about Boxing Day sales and all that. So it never really ends. So wary of the time. Delmar Pink Grapefruit Hazy IPA. Yes, certainly piney, certainly grapefruit, juicy, tropical. For me, a good 4.1 out of 5. And that's it for this review. Day 16. Yeah, I'm only a few days behind. See you soon. Cheers all.